There we go. Thanks for letting me know about the microphone there. Anyways, we've got 10. So we wrapped that up. Let me copy and paste these in, and then I'll pretty much just repeat everything I already said. Good evening, everybody that I already said hi to myself. The code on this one is CBLDFJ, if anybody wants to verify that one. Let me paste this in. Chris, I'll get to that in just a second here. So for random spots, baseball. There's that. You guys can take a look at those team assignments, and if you like what you see, sit tight. If not, feel free to throw your team in the comments and see if anybody wants to swap with you. Let me clean up my screen a little bit here. James, I had said we're getting a decent amount of snow, not a ton of accumulation, but it has started to, especially this evening, so we're probably getting up to 4 or 5 inches now at this point. Anyways, other than that, I said hi to everybody else. And then, Chris, in terms of international prospects, Dan brought that to my attention. And I figured I'd just get out the good old-fashioned bingo roller. So I know some of these guys have been assigned, signed to teams. So I've got my list here of sort of the top international prospects that have signed to teams. So if they have signed to teams, they will go to that team. If they still are unsigned, such as like Oscar Colas or Jorge, I believe is his last name. Those guys, we will use the bingo roller 1 through 30. Whatever number it hits will be the person that gets that card. All right, so I'll set that over there for now. Set these over here. Yeah, 6 inches, James. I mean, it might be around here too, you know, so. Yeah, Nat, right? We'll see. He should get a good couple of spins here. While we let everybody kind of look over their teams really quick, I just wanted to point out we had a couple of PSA returns today, finally. Seems like they're coming back in nice and slow. So these were submitted August 27th. This is a nice Gem Mint 10. This is my own, a personal from a blaster box back in the summer. Nice refractor there that came back. Looking good. And then the bigger deal, Dan W., who's here right now watching, his Acuna auto finally came back in. Check that out. Gem Mint 10. This thing's beautiful. 25 out of 40 on that one. And if you scan that code over on PSA, it's a population of 2 right now. Pretty sweet. So congrats, Dan. I know we've got plenty more out there, guys. I just kind of wanted to give a heads up. That was a normal submission back when it cost about $25 per card to submit. And it took just about 5 months on the dot, right? Because today's the 26th, and that was submitted on August 27th. So give or take, guys, you can use that to benchmark approximately where your cards might be right now. Anyways, let's crack open this first box, and, well, we'll crack open both of them, get the packs out of the first box, and then we'll get started. Hey, Corey, just catching up on the comments here. Right, Dan? For sure. Philadelphia for Miami. All right, make that swap for you guys. On the sidebar, random spots. All right, so Amy at 15 is going to go to Nat. And then Philadelphia at 21 will go to Amy. Cool. That should be all taken care of on the side, guys. Oh, Justin, I know. I was watching a couple breaks on YouTube before we got started. Our minds are in the same spot. And I know James threw up that post over on our Facebook group page about the die cuts that are coming out in Series 1 in a couple weeks. Can't wait. Oh, man, whatever. We'll make do. Whatever die cuts come my way. Alright, how are these packaged in here exactly? It's my first time cracking open one of these boxes. I don't think that was the way. It looks like it's one of these ones. Rookies and Stars. All right, cool. All right, so there's 5 packs. I guess we'll just leave them in there. That's cool enough. You know, Nat, I didn't want to say anything, but since you said it, you better knock on some wood, because your theory on trading, you broke your own rule. We'll see what happens. As always, guys, trade window does not close, so if anybody wants to trade once we begin, that's fine. I'll keep an eye on the comments. All base cards in this set are numbered out of 999, so that's kind of cool, I guess. Essentially, I'm going to sleeve up every single card in the set, but for the most part, we'll save that until after the break. The biggest cards, I will definitely sleeve up on air for you guys, but we only have a total of 50 cards altogether. I have no problem sleeving up 50 cards for you. Let's see what we got here in our first pack. 5 packs per box. We have an Elite Extra Edition Asa Lacy. $5.94 out of 999 there. Here is a Wu Yelland, University of Hawaii. That's a Contenders draft pick. Silver? Sure seems like it, right? Nice there. Alright, our first of 8 autos in our first box is going to be Packy Naughton. That one there is going to Cincinnati. Now, Rainer Doncon. So we've got 2 autos in our first pack. How about that? That one's on card too. This one is a Dominican Prospect League. So this is one that might potentially go to the bingo roller. If anybody knows off the top of their head if he's already signed, let me know. If not, I will search that in 1 second before we roll. And then Felix Coates. 10 out of 139. Same deal with this one. All right. So our first auto going to Cincinnati, that's James. No number on it. Interesting. Base cards are numbered, but I guess that auto isn't. Yeah, it does, Nat, for sure. Sleeve that one up, and Doncon here. Let's see if this one, where's my list? Quick little search. Dodgers. All right. Going to the Dodgers. That is James. So James, first 2 autos, both going to you. Nice. And Felix Coates is not on the list. So I believe this one will be a bingo roller. Just going to double check really quick before we accidentally give it away. Yeah, all right. So, Felix Coates here. Let's let the bingo roller roll. And we've got number 21, so that one's going to be going to Amy. All right, next pack. This one looks like we've got a memorabilia patch in here. Weimer out of 999. Die cut here is our auto from before. Out of 16. Packy Naughton. Guess I'll have to sleeve that one up, huh, Justin? Kierstad. It'd be sweet if this is... It is our relic, I was going to say. Nice one. Going to Baltimore. JR. First round materials. Nat, I didn't even really realize that. That's funny. Luckily, there's plenty more autos to go around still. Here's one. Bradley Beasley going to Chicago. I'm assuming this is the White Sox Chicago? I'll do a quick Google of that. I'm not familiar with the name. So we'll find out in a second, and then I'll sleeve up this green International Prospects card as well. I'm assuming based on the color here that he would be a White Sox, but they can't say because it's not licensed. Let's do a quick little search. It's Cubs. Sure enough, so much for me guessing. All right, Zach, nice one there. Guess it's just the hidden gem black scheme. Get this Kierstad sleeved up. This should... Yep, it's going to fit in a 100 sleeve. Top loader, I should say. For your viewing pleasure, I'll now try and sleeve this die cut. Actually, this isn't going to be too bad because those bottom two edges take care of themselves. So that's nice. This one's out of 16, so I'll top load it. 2 out of 16. Alright. And lastly, on the aspirations from the Dominican Pacific or Prospect League, we have Hidalgo, which let's check that list really quick. Not on it, so this one's going to get randomized. Let's see. Going to 30, it's going to be Eric. Out of 499, Hidalgo. If you guys catch one that I'm about to raffle off that actually has signed, let me know. I believe my list here is up to date, and it is MLB.com's list, so it should be correct. But just in case, feel free to give me a holler. Here's Crochet out of 999, a base. Keenan going to Seattle. Did a die cut? No, just almost seems like one. Holden Powell appears to be one of our autos. It is. This one's going to Washington. Eric. Out of 190, 125. Ooh, a Lacey auto would be nice. Sweet. Kansas City. Check that out. Chris, congrats. Out of 215, Asa Lacey. Alright, there's a name we know. On card, too. We've got a Zach Veen here. Out of 680. Some weird random numbers they're using. But before we take a look at that, let's sleeve up and top load this one because this is sweet. Nice. Cool. And now we got Zach Veen here for Colorado. Throw a sleeve on him because this is a flashy looking card. Out of 120. Alright, 2 packs to go in our first box. I have lost count on our total autos, so we'll have to check. I know we've got 1 memorabilia. Here's our second one coming up. Dabovich. Logan Allen. Cade Michaels for an auto. Once again, not sure which Chicago team. You'd think White Sox, but I'm not going to say it. Henry Ramos. That's cool. A nice dual relic auto. 118 out of 125 from the Dominican Prospect League. I'll have to double check and see what he's signed, if any, team-wise. And then last year is at Case Williams, which we'll take a look at as well in a moment. But let's get this one sleeved up and top-loaded. Henry Ramos. Let's take a look really quick. We'll set him right there. We have a Henry Ramos that is currently 28 years old, so I don't feel like that's the same guy. This is a young prospect. This must be a different one. I don't think he's currently signed with the team. I think we're going to have to randomize this one. Just want to double check here. Nope, that's the same one, born in 92. This is a different one. All right, we're going to randomize this one too. Henry Ramos from the DPL. Let's find out. Going home with 17. 17 is going to be Scott tonight. All right, Scott. Hopefully he can sign with a major leaguer and get up here in a few years. Kind of cool. Cade Mitchell's. What do we got here? Sorry for holds up on this, guys, but I don't know my prospects immediately as well as maybe the best people out there. It does look like this is a White Sox from what I'm seeing. All right. That one is going to James. All right, James, up to 3 autos. This one here out of 499. Case Williams going to Colorado. One more box. Oh, Dan, good question. I'd have to check at what the current prices are per box of these. Last I checked, it was at 120. You just would have to add a little bit of a fee for the opening and stuff, but yeah, I don't know, maybe around 140, something like that, if the box prices were still the same. Here's his Sony. Oh, we've got a die cut coming up. Nick Lofton, 22 out of 24. Casey Mize is going to be our prospect. So we've got 3 prospect materials. That's pretty cool. 2 per box on average, they said. Our last auto is a Hidden Gems Celentino. And Will Klein is 220 out of 249. Yeah, Anthony, I know Justin was saying the same thing, that he found one for 100. I typically, when I'm buying for you guys, I either buy direct from Topps and Panini if I can. Otherwise, in some cases, I will buy from you guys if you're trusted members that I've worked with for a long time, or almost always otherwise it's going to be Blowout or Steel City, which I know they charge a little bit more. You're going to pay a little bit more, as you see. based on my price comparison there. But I don't know, for the peace of mind of knowing nobody's like weighing boxes and stuff, and just making sure that we're getting nice clean boxes that haven't been messed with, it just makes me feel most comfortable, you know. And this last auto here going to Minnesota. So this one's going to Scott. Celestino. All right, that takes us through our first half. Second half should hopefully go a little bit faster now that I'm a little more used to the cards, you could say. But let's get started. We've got Emerson Hancock base out of 999. Ed Howard. It's an Elite Extra Edition. I don't know. That's one of the 2 Optichromes maybe per box that they say come on average. Our first auto here is going to be Jake Etter to Miami. So there you go, Nat. One back for you for that trade from earlier. We'll get that sleeved up and top loaded. Our second auto is another Dominican Prospect League. This is Victor Quesada. We'll double check if he signed with anyone. If not, we'll randomize it. And then Felix Coates, we already know, has not signed with anybody, so we'll randomize this one. Let's do this one first right now. All right, give it a spin. We've got 15. 15 is going to be Nat. All right, Nat, back to back. There you go. That one's going to you too. Yeah, Dan, I suppose I got to fill those 8 autos somehow, huh? That's why these ones are maybe on card too, which is fine. I won't complain. All right, let's see what we got for Quesada. That's another name that I do not recognize, but that doesn't mean anything. No, I do not have him on the top prospects. Let's see. Ooh, do we have White Sox maybe? I can't tell if that's just whisperings. It says preview. It doesn't say that it's actually happened. So, I don't want to... Cuban Stars can't resist White Sox appeal. Do a quick little search on this one, and then we'll jump out of here. Quesada, what do we got for you? Yeah, expected to sign. Well, I'm going to say he hasn't signed yet. I'll check after to make sure, but I'm going to roll this one because I don't think he's signed yet based on the news I can find on Google and MLB.com. So this one's going to 26. Anthony, put an asterisk on this one. If I do find out he's already signed with the White Sox, I will be having to give this to the White Sox, which is James. I'll do a little bit more research on that tonight, but based on my quick Google there, I don't believe he is yet to sign. We've got a memorabilia patch coming up here. Gonzalez. Isaiah Green going to the Yanks there out of 39, so we'll throw a sleeve on that. Here's another Kierstad. Is this going to be another patch? How about that? All right, JR. I guess you got 2 of those. That's funny. We'll sleeve it up and top load it. Ramos. Nice. That's a cool auto to have. San Francisco. One of their top prospects there. And then we'll take a look at that one in a second, but let's sleeve up these. Yeah, Chris, they have Mets on this card, so I'm going to say he's going to the Mets on this one, since it says New York there. That's just my gut instinct on where that one would be going. Alright. And out of 180 here, we have Ovalis going to Texas. Oh, you know what, Chris? I probably did. My bad. I apologize, not you. I bet you I did, because I saw New York and I probably just said Yanks. Good call, though. Thank you. This Gonzalez, let's make sure he's not on a team really quick. No. So we're going to roll for it. Out of 999. This one will be going to 16. 16 is Matt. Morris, out of 999. Zach Britton is the contenders there. Had one of those in the last box. Edison Coffee appears to be one of our autos. That one's going to Chicago. We'll have to double check which one again. And this is a Kierstad. Is this going to be an auto? Show us an auto. Oh, yeah. Check that out on card, too. Jeez, JR. Can you get enough Kierstad if you weren't collecting them yet? Numbered 2 out of 220. That's sweet. Good stuff. Second overall pick. And then we've got an Acosta here going to Texas that we'll check out in a second. Just want to make sure if there's any difference at all between these two, but I don't think there is. Crazy. All right. Here's Addison Coffee. Do a quick little search on where he wound up. The White Sox. So that one's going to James. 2 packs left. Exactly, Chris. There you go. That's got to increase the value, right? Here's another memorabilia card here. Wonder if it's going to be another Kierstad. Rasmussen out of 999 for Milwaukee. Spencer Strider is our die cut out of 999 for Atlanta. Another Packy Naughton. What is with these two boxes? All right, this one's out of 195 Cincinnati, so you've got two of his autos. And Eddie Perez here. Looks like we've got a DPL out of 125 again. So we'll check and see if he's signed with anyone. Otherwise, that might be a bingo roller. Lastly, out of 120 is Kristen Robinson. What was the first one numbered out of? Nothing. It was a... Well, I don't think it was a base, but I suppose maybe it was. Strange, right? They almost look identical. Like, what's the difference? I don't know. Let's get this Eddie Perez top loaded, though. Yeah, damn, this is the product to do it with, right? I need a assistant on hand to be searching all this stuff for me as I top load. Let's look up really quick what we have for Eddie Perez. Oh, I have a Ricardo Perez, Brian Perez, and Andy Perez that have signed from this year's prospect pool. Eddie Perez. Not signed from what I can find. We're going to roll it. This one is going to 9. That is CJ. Out of 125 there. Eddie Perez. All right, last pack. Garcia, 999. Santos, out of 24. This is just weird, guys. These two boxes, are you kidding me? Another Casey Mize, exactly the same. All right. This is a cool auto. We didn't get any of these. Michael Toglia. Have to look up where he went draft-wise, and then Ovalis again. 249. Santos out of 24. Another Casey Mize patch. It's just weird. Both of these came from Steel City in the same order. Like, what? Were they in the same case together, or how did this happen, you know? Thank you, Chris. Now that you say that, it does ring a bell for sure. All right, Colorado. One last one there for you, CJ. I like this Contenders look, though. All right, I guess that wraps things up. A lot of numbered cards and things like that. Yeah, Matt, absolutely. We've got 2 more here for tomorrow. Right back here behind me. Grab those so you can see. These came in a separate order, so hopefully a different case, although who knows if that's good or bad. And then Thursday, really quick, we will be doing more baseball, but for you football heads, we do have 4 blasters of Panini Contenders football that we're going to be doing on Thursday night. So that should be fun. That's a new quote-unquote product, at least for us, in terms of something we haven't broke yet. So keep an eye out for that. Anyways, let's do a quick recap, and then we'll bounce out of here, all right? So these are some sleeved up, low-numbered cards and the like. Santos out of 24. This was a Gonzalez. These ones were because they were giveaways. Well, not giveaways, but the bingo roller had to pick the owner. Avalis out of 180. Out of 39 was green. 149 Coates was another bingo roller. Lofton out of 24. Williams out of 499 green. Veen out of 120. Coates was another one with the bingo roller, as well as Hidalgo out of 499. So top loaded is where we're going to have our relics and our autos. Toglia. Casey Mize. That's the memorabilia card there. Eddie Perez from the DPL out of 125. Packy Naughton out of 195. Packy Naughton base, I guess, right? Looks the same. Edison Coffee. Heston Kierstad out of 220. Heston Kierstad relic. Heston Kierstad relic. Helio Ramos, Hidden Gems. Quesada from the Dominican Prospect League. Eder. Celestino, Hidden Gems. Another Casey Mize relic. Cade Michaels. Henry Ramos, DPL. Holden Powell. Asa Lacey out of 215. Packy Naughton out of 16. Bradley Beasley, Hidden Gems there. And Rainer Doncon, signed by the Dodgers. All right. That was a little bit of a mental workout tonight. But hey, we'll do it again tomorrow. Why not, right? Cool. Yeah. As always, guys, if I can help with anything, questions, comments, concerns, if you realize one of these guys got drafted and I didn't catch it, for example, just shoot me a message. Twitter DMs, Twitter hat messages, Facebook Messenger, or departurebreaks@gmail.com are all fine ways to reach out, and I check them all at least once a day. Tomorrow will be at least a few times throughout the day because I've got the day off. All right. Cool. I will see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Have a good night.